What's going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning on the right side of the map in the red color, playing as Odin. His name is Nigam. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Set. His name is Avely. And we are going back to the year 2013. Every single one of these back in time recorded games we're doing today is from 2013, December of 2013 indeed. And we've actually got two other Age of Titans experts from back in the day. We've got Nigam. This man was nipping at the heels of Magyar for the entire Magyar reign. He took games off Magyar when thousands couldn't. He was one of the few who was around that level. Avely, on the other hand here, an Egyptian main, I believe played Nilla, very, very high level Nilla player as well at some point. I could be wrong about that and misremembering. But just a very, very strong RTS player, and I believe was an Age of Titans expert on RTS Sanctuary as well. So super, super strong. We do have a Set versus Odin game here in the no patch land. And you guys thought that Odin was strong now? Odin very weak back in 1.03. There's so much abuse that could be done to Odin, but this is Odin's best map. This is Odin's best chance, but he is against Set on this map as well. So we'll see. We'll see how this is all going to go.
And you?
As we're seeing these deers unfortunately dying a little bit sadly over here. You see the villagers shooting him down there. What you want to do mostly is try and kill the deer right next to the granary. At this point, it's probably worth it to rebuild the granary here so they walk a little bit less. But who am I to say? Now we see the priest moving into the middle of the map, getting the crocodile here. That's going to be able to save the priest and allow him to get the boars here. This crocodile will be able to prevent the Ulfsark from doing all too much damage, but the Ulfsark does get that healing back. We are seeing a little bit of jukage going on, but I mean, by the time the Ulfsark were to pick this off, if he did that amount of damage, I mean, the ball would get converted. We are seeing Avely microing this one nicely here with the crocodile. And this is the thing here. Back in 1.03, the Shifting Sands could indeed take take two dwarves and an ox cart, or three villagers, three gatherers, and an ox cart. So it was very, very strong, because that's like 250 resources of damage plus its villagers. So you can only build them from one town center. So it's even more damage than you would otherwise think. We are seeing Avely trying to push his way to the classical age at the fastest point he can. Going to be dumping that food in here and then chucking some villagers over here. He's going for the 430. He still has his vision. So max abuse here from Avely, dumping that food in, and clicks up through at... Oh, we didn't get that last villager. I realized he didn't have the resources for it. So making that smart decision to not get that one there. Moving forward to get the food over here. Doesn't look like he's going for a town center. Just coming straight onto the board. Potentially going for a classical fight here. Could be one thing he could be doing. I think maybe it would be 7 villagers on food if he was going for a heroic age. So this makes more sense to be a classical fight, throwing down double barracks and starting to spearman push into Nigam's base. But Nigam's got double gold mine in his base. So a classical fight, not going to be the best way to go in this game. Not at all. So if we jump over here, let's see what Nigam's doing. Nigam is not advancing just yet. Very late advance time. And this is reminiscent of the old times. Reminiscent of the old times as well. We see the villagers pulling back. I don't know if he's going to attempt to jump into the town center, but he's going to start killing off his pigs. And funnily enough, this is even worse for Nigam. Well, he should garrison the ox cart for sure. We'll see. No shifting sands. There's the shifting sands. He grabbed 2 pigs. He grabbed 2 ox carts, 2 villagers. Disgusting. This Oxcart gets out alive here, it looks like. This one's going to get chased down. This would probably get taken down, but that was sheesh. And Nigam's advancing to the classical age, so he can't even rebuild that ox cart. This game might be over very quickly. Meanwhile, we got the Pharaoh, the priest, in the base of Nigam. He's gonna have to get an instant watchtowers out here. He has made his first Herser. And will we see that watchtower instantly here? Let's see. It is this tower, so if he uses a hotkey to come to this, but we'll see the villagers pulling back. And yes, instant watchtower here for Nigam. And that's just so he gets his gold mine back. But the question is, where is Avely going here? He's going for the armory. So Avely looking like he wants to go to... Oh, he's housed. Experts of old, ladies and gentlemen. Experts of old. There's the watchtowers coming in. Going to be able to take down the priest and the pharaoh very, very easily here. These units moving back over onto this gold mine. And Avely will lose his units. Luckily for Avely, that does make him go with no problems with his housing crisis anymore, losing that priest. Very nice. Meanwhile, we see the Valkyrie over here sniping a priest. The animals potentially going to move in and try and take down a villager here. Or actually take down the ox cart. Take it. He mustn't have known that this is the low HP ox cart. That's sad. 13 HP on that one there. See the Valkyrie coming over here. Avely just going to be jabbing, shanking away at that one. And the... Heroic Age going to come through very, very shortly here for Avely. Just needs to dump the rest of that food in. He is going up for the 735. A little bit of delaying in the fast Heroic here. We see the Valkyrie getting taken out as that's retreating away. And the Pharaoh in the back. Just about to get sniped, dropping the Odin's Wand. 4.2 speed does win this one. It's going to be close. And he dies. And there we will see Odin's Wand getting stolen back as Nigam captures the 24 free food relic there, the ship of fingernails. That's pretty funny. Now Longhouse is coming down. See 9 villagers on gold here. Let's check out Nigam's gold situation. It's actually not as bad as I thought, but what happens here is if you overcook it on the gold, things become bad. So we have to see these villagers coming off. Now, the way that I see a lot of people, or I think that people are kind of playing nowadays, is you go about 7 or 8 dwarves on gold, and then you just start building gatherers, because overdoing it on dwarves doesn't really do much for you. You can always put those gatherers over onto gold later if you need more gold, but you can't really take the dwarves off of gold if you need less gold. So that's sort of what we're seeing a little bit. It's kind of reminiscent or kind of about because of the no dwarf strat, but not really happening much anymore. Or sorry, not happening much in back in the day. See the boar getting sniped over here. This ox cart, a little bit funnily placed, but Avely's got, sorry, not Avely. Nigam's got 3 relics here. He's got the Scarab Pendant, absolutely huge relic, helps his portable batterings out a ton. He's got the Anvil of Hephaestus. Oh, we see the Scorpion Man coming in, almost sniping a villager. Does get that villager kill. And we've got the Odin's Wand here. Negative 20% temple upgrades. That'll help him get the rhyme upgrade, but there's not really much else for it to be helped with for Odin. And also the ship of fingernails getting himself just a little bit extra food here. The Migdol stronghold coming up now in the base of Avely. The score difference is absolutely huge, but that's just because of those 4 relics that Nigam's picked up here in this game. We do see this Migdol up, and they've got 2 gold mines here for Avely, so he's going to be very happy with that. He's got a ton of villagers going over onto wood now, so it's looking as if Avely is going for a kind of one town center timing here with his chariots. So we'll see how that's all going to go moving forward. Maybe pushing in on pushing off the armory or this location, but Nigam has thrown up a tower here, trying to be very defensive. He does have this one wall, and one of the things that these that these older players did really well against Egyptian, I noticed it so much, is the one wall with a gate and forcing and making your opponent feel like they can cast Ancestors over here. So if you check out Avely, I mean, he knows there's a wall here, but if he didn't know there was a wall here, he might want to be, he might get tricked into Ancestoring this, and the units just run through the wall, and then the Ancestors gets very sad. You see the Chariot Archers pushing back in, going to try and take some more villages down. They're not really able to. Nigam just about to click up as well. He should be going through Skadi here. You see the villagers pulling back, still not clicking up. There's the Skadi that we know and love. And now here's the other thing. Because Odin wasn't played very much, the gods that were played, because everyone thought Odin was bad, the gods that were played of the Norses were Thor and Loki. And of those gods, the players went braggy so much, they didn't realize how good Skadi was. And I don't think that people really worked out how good Skadi was until Odin started seeing a lot more play, because Frost just wasn't that relevant. It wasn't used very much, and people were like, oh, it's just kind of used to counter Ancestors, and even then it's not very good. But in reality, you trade Frost for an entire army, basically, and that's how good it is. Now, there were some bugs, if you want to call them a bug, back in 1.03 and in previous patches, where if you cast Frost on villages near a town center, the town center could use the town bell and it would unfreeze the villages. So you have to be a little bit careful about where you frosted. So if your opponent was defending and you frosted that defensive position near a town center, you wouldn't get the villager snipes or the villager freezes. But we will be seeing a hill fort coming up in the middle of the map now, as that probably is going to start being those. Or actually, it's probably going to. It kind of looks like Jarls, but I would think that it would probably be better to go Huskarl here. But Jarls obviously deal with the Ancestors, but you don't need to deal with the Ancestors. Oracle Spammer asks thoughts about AoE 4. It's a very good game. It's going to be fun to play. They're going to have to put some work into making it a competitive game, but right now, fantastic RTS game to have some fun with, for sure. Now we see the Frost Giants moving over onto this location. These Hersa pulling off the hill fort, moving over onto the town center, and now the raiding cavalry going to try and hit this and then pull away. We see the Scorpion Man pushing in with the Chariot Archer raids. Got to be careful with these Chariot Archer raids, because the raiding cavalry very, very strong to deal with them, but we will be seeing some villager kills here. As the Scorpion Man runs in, going to move over onto this location potentially. We see two dwarves getting picked off as they run back into their town center. One Chariot Archer does die there, though, in this fight. Meanwhile, we see a dwarf getting sniped over here as well. As the Scorpion Man is all over Nigam's home base, and Nigam not really dealing with this very well at all. He does turn around with his villagers here, trying to micro a little bit. Nice pullback micro there from Nigam. He's going to keep doing that with these units. No, he just did it with one. As we see the Scorpion Man going to have to get pulled back out here. We see Ancestors getting thrown down in the base of Nigam. Of Nigam. Very smart usage of this, because now Frost probably has to get cast here, which isn't going to be that useful. Or we'll see what he's going to try with it. Meanwhile, we see the units pushing forward for Nigam, as Avely is just trying to get a whole bunch of economic damage done. Nigam's got 1,000 gold in the bank, whereas Avely's got next to nothing in the bank still. He's on 2 town centers, so he's going to start pumping those units out. Still on the food, chucking down some barracks now. Seeing what he can do. We do see the tower going down over here as well. See those units moving off of the town center over onto the wood line here. Nigam, really, he doesn't need to be gathering the gold. He does just need wood and food. But at this point, it's looking like all of Nigam's food villages have been sniped, and Nigam's economy is in a real tough place right now. Meanwhile, we've got some more blue dots coming in, pushing off this hunt. Going to get a couple more villager kills, potentially one kill. Just one extra kill there. This villager does end up living here. So the Chariot Archers trying to retreat away. They do move at about the same speed. They do move at exactly the same speed as the Huskarl, but the raiding cavalry can chase them down very easily with their 6.0 speed. But we'll see. See how much damage you can really do. There are the Frost Giants here as well that can move over and get a little bit of damage done, but he's simply just going to retreat away and be fine. Here we see one Chariot Archer falling there, and the other Frost Giant does not get in there. We do see the priests are out. Does he have funeral rites? No funeral rites means the Frost Giants will live for a very, very long time. So we'll see how that's all going to go. So now we've got a bit of a lull here. Avely's raids have really helped him in this game, but not really enough to give himself any real sizable lead. He's currently really short on food. Lots of villagers on gold, lots of villagers on wood. With only 11-ish villagers on food, you can support 2 town centers, but it is a little bit tough. So he might want to just buy 100 food to keep him afloat here. Or he's actually making axemen as well, so he can't support the axemen and 2 town centers with that many villagers on food. So he's going to have to sort that out at some point. See a 3rd town center coming up now for Nigam in the middle of the map. I love these town center grabs on these sorts of maps. When you have map control, leave your back town center and get the 3 town centers in the middle, if anything, if you're worried about your opponent stealing them. It's really smart. Instead of getting 4 town centers, you go to the Mythic Age after that and feel very, very strong with your decisions. See the Frost Giant coming in, going to be freezing one of those Chariot Archers. Nice play. Well, Ghost Building coming down for Nigam. Going to be catching these Chariot Archers out. Beautiful play here. Nice one from Nigam, sniping all of those Chariot Archers. We've got so many Frost Giants here as well for Nigam. Oh, is he going to leave this Chariot alive? Looks like he is. He's saying, oh, I'm going to just move forward now and attack. See what he can do with these units here. He still has the Frost, so he can use that on the army and the villagers and push in. Whereas Avely is just trying to build his units here, but really struggling at this point. There's a house falling. And more stuff falling. Another hill fort coming down for Nigam as he is completely all in Avely's face here. We do see some axemen coming in. 12 axemen here. Going to be really useful against these Huskar. These priests doing a lot of damage, and they do have funeral rites now. So basically you need to see the Frost Giants getting Rhyme out. That increases their HP by about, is it 30%? Yeah, by 30%. And funeral rites increases the damage priests do by 400%. By 4 times? 3 times. 0.3. I think it doesn't help out as much as I think it does. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's a really big upgrade, funeral rites. Helps out a ton. But Rhyme would definitely keep those Frost Giants alive for long enough that you can pull them back if they're getting targeted and live good. Live good time. Now Avely still pumping stuff out. Do we see a next age for Nigam? No. He's still grabbing these. Loses a villager to a Dorok. Feels bad. See the Raven getting taken down here. Now the siege towers looking like they want to try and take down this this town center. We've got Masons coming through. Siege towers are kind of pointless when there's Frost Giants. You just send the Frost Giants over to freeze them here. 1, 2, and then everything else going to target these guys down. We do see a Frost coming in here for Nigam, and he's going to be able to clean up this entire army here. Meanwhile, we see the Chariot Archers coming over here. Going to be a little bit of a pest, sitting right underneath this this tower, avoiding damage. Nice play from Avely to get this one happening. See these units trying to pick off the siege towers, doing all the good stuff. All the good stuff that they can do. Now siege tower takes down a house. One of the chariots was picked off, but Nigam not paying attention here. And he does pull those other dwarves over to snipe the Chariot Archer here. But Avely definitely got his value here for sure. Picking off a bunch of dwarfs with those Chariot Archers. But all these units about to fall. So Avely, look at Avely's population. 130 population. And it drops very quickly here. 118. 110. Ouch, ouch, ouch. GG. 100. Drops to below 100 after the frost finishes. But Thoth, the god of choice here for Avely. That's funny because back in the day, everyone thought Thoth was the tits. Maybe it was the Book of Thoth. I can't remember exactly why. Maybe it was because everyone was like, war elephants are just insane. But we know now that Horus is just better in nearly every single way. But I guess against Norse play with no throwing axemen, no real upgrades for the throwing axemen, the Phoenix spam here could be very, very big, and we see the population being left for it. But making elephants doesn't really make sense if you're going for the Phoenix spam here. I think you can only get, is it 2 or 3 Phoenix you can get? They're 30 favors, so you can only get 2 Phoenix out right now. So we're making more priests here. There's the Thoth. We've got strongholds up. We've got the 3rd town center coming up, and there's the meteor onto this location. We'll see if it's going to be able to take it down. You get lucky sometimes. Takes down a tower, and unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to go down at all. Still with 595 HP. If you do send the Phoenix in, though, it should be able to take it down in time. If he's not paying attention. Now we see the Phoenix coming through. Hell's saying North's completely useless versus elephants without Ulf or Bragi. You see these frost giants? These are the answer you're looking for. If you can take down the priests, the elephants do nothing. And at least that's one way to counter the elephants. We are kind of seeing that here. Still pumping units out. The elephants are strong. They got the tusks of Apatomak out as well. Look at this, plus 90 hit points. Plus 90 hit points. That's a lot of hit points, guys. We are seeing the hill fort falling as Avely is pushing through. What's Nigam doing right now? He's got next to no food in the bank. Over here we've got a side build coming up, a market coming down for Nigam. Sneezing for me. These siege towers will get sniped down though. And we're seeing the catapult moving in, going to take down this fortified town center. And those elephants have been sniped. Over here we see the frost giants coming over to help out. That 4th town center is now up for Nigam. Hey, thanks, Harley. Thank you for thanks for the subscription, CBack59. Appreciate you. God bless you. All right. I see the Huskar taking down this catapult, but the town center does get taken down. As Nigam doesn't really have all of his population alive. Losing the hill forts are kind of bad because he doesn't have that many military buildings here. Only 2 real military buildings without the hill forts. This happens a lot to Norse players. They don't take the opportunity to throw more military buildings down when they can because their army wants to be so active. We are seeing this hill fort coming up. Villagers moving over into the middle of the map, getting this large gold mine up. The ox cart coming over here to help out as well. See the Raven getting picked off. But the Phoenix is in here. Going to be able to take down this ox cart. Feeling abusive. Dead ox cart. These are... Oh, can he get some good damage onto this? Oh, looks like he's going after the hill fort. It's not really that good to go after a hill fort with the Phoenix. It's a little bit too many arrows. Now we see the Raven getting taken down. These catapults still trying to push in. Ascal going to come in and try and take this down. You do need the Axemen to deal with these for sure. While the Elephant does trade pop efficiently-ish against the Huskar, it's just a little bit too slow to take them down. Let's see this Phoenix fall here. How much damage does the egg do if it drops on a house? Does it do damage? Sure, it doesn't do damage. Sad. Sag. I see another hill fort coming up, but Balder is on the way now for Nigam. The classic Norse win condition. Get to Balder, cast Rag, type GG. Avely very much behind. The Heroes of Ragnarok will be super strong. How are the armory upgrades looking? None for Avely. If I can click on a unit not named myth unit, and full copper there for Nigam. His armory is not getting used right now. see the frost giants going down over here pretty fast by all those souped up priests. Nice play from Avely, but all these units do look like they are falling. Now we're starting to see those axemen. We're gonna have to see some Jarls and see some raiding cavalry coming out to deal with those, which Nigam is doing right now. Now we see the axemen coming over onto this location, going to get shut down a little bit here by the hill forts. Ulf Jarls moving in, doing their thing. And we do see the chariot archers coming over here, going to be sniping down some gatherers. Gatherers getting pulled back. See the ox caravan getting taken down as well in the back over here. I see these catapults just about to snipe down the hill fort. And he does get that one taken down. But Nigam, he doesn't have full population. So if he has to cast Balder right now, if he has to cast Ragnarok straight away, and he does cast it straight away, he's missing out on about 40 population here with this Ragnarok. So we'll see if it's going to work. And what has he got here? He's still just full copper. It's 3 town center Avely. What's he got? How many barracks does he have? 1, 2, 3. He's got 3 barracks making axemen. Medium axemen. We've got the tower coming up. Villagers sneaking forward up onto this gold mine over there. We do have some longhouses over here as well. So, wow, Avely might get gold starved here. He doesn't have a market set up, so there's no trade route. These villagers coming over here. Basically, if Nigam can push through this location, he will be able to prevent Avely from making any military units, because he's going to be running out of gold very quickly. We see the villagers getting sniped over here as Nigam pushes in with these heroes of Ragnarok. Nice play in order to take those down. The watchtower will come up, but is it enough to help out in this location? Not really. All of the heroes of Ragnarok coming in onto this position here. Avely with 32 villagers idle, and Nigam is just going full ham on this location, taking the town center down, taking everything else down. There is a world in which Avely can sneak around these longhouses and get to this gold mine, but I'm sure Nigam will be checking that one out as soon as he possibly can. All these villagers will be getting picked off as well by Nigam, as Avely is not really running them at all here, just letting them fall. We see a siege works coming up in the corner. We do have a small trade route set up. We have a small trade route set up. How much gold are they getting? 16 gold per caravan. Not really enough. We see the villagers targeting down the town center, just trying to make Nigam's life just a little bit difficult. How many resources in the bank for Nigam? Not a lot, but he does have 1, 2, 3, 4 ox caravans. So that's all you need in this situation. Is just a couple of ox caravans that keeps your economy alive, that allows you to rebuild your economy and be completely fine. Allows you to do a fire giant follow-up as well, which is going to be huge. And as we're seeing Nigam trying to push in, he does need a kind of suicide a couple of units here if he wants to reboom. Doesn't have to like full commit if he doesn't want to, but just losing units down to below 180, getting that extra house up. And then he can start his economy on its journey. See the priest taking down the fire giant in the back. Migdol stronghold, not so strong right now as it's on fire, burning. As Nigam is walking over Avely's army. The heroes of Ragnarok are dwindling here, so there's not a lot left. We're down to 153 population here. So Nigam is going to be retreating away potentially, as his economy is going to start. He could be making dwarves or buying food. Food's probably pretty cheap here. Yeah, food's cheap. 96 food per 100 gold. That's worth buying. Sorry, 100 food for 96 gold. Is that what I said? Not sure what I said. Who knows anymore. Chariot archers pushing forward, going to try and take down these heroes of Ragnarok. The Ragnarok's just going to retreat back. And Nigam just going to sit on his advantage for a hot minute here. He is still building those fire giant. That's where all of his gold is going. Is he still building units? He is making some raiding cavalry as well. That's something you do have to stop. If you've got auto queue going, you don't want these units being built. You just want the farms to get made. And now Avely, how many villages has he got left? That's really the question here. He's got good trade route. He's got good villages. He just needs to put the market in the corner here, or over here maybe, as far across as he can. Maybe up in the top part here, he could chuck it there. And maybe empowering the market could help out as well. Meanwhile, we see these siege tower coming up over onto this location. The house getting thrown back down in the same spot. Maybe Nigam will realize there's a siege works over here because of that attack. We see another one coming out, returning back over onto this location. Oh, golly. The yawns. I see the siege tower getting taken down, but the house will go down. Big wins here for Avely. And he's still alive, still alive in this game. There's very much a possibility of a comeback here as Nigam needs to get that economy going. And it's starting very slow. It's very slow because is he still building that raiding cavalry? He is still building that raiding cavalry. So every time he should be building a villager, he gets a raiding cavalry instead because it costs 40 food. See another siege tower coming over here. It's just siege towers everywhere. Or siege works everywhere. Meanwhile, we see the fire giants coming in. Oh no, you can't take this fight. If Nigam pays attention, he could send that splash in there. Oh! All of the axemen die in one shot. The bodies, the carcasses are just absolutely destroyed. What a play there from Nigam, completely destroying Avely's army. Insanity right there from Nigam. Just no respect for Avely's army at all. It just gets completely decimated. We're still seeing Avely trying to go for this market, but Avely's going to be in so much pain here, dropping down to 100 population, maybe even less there. That was so disgusting. That was so disgusting. Oh.
Into you.
I just can't. I can't with this game. Avely, please resign. You just have to resign now. Come on. Oh, we'll see what Nigam's gonna do. He starts having that portable ram relic, right? Hold on, was that a different game? Yeah, he's still got that portable ram relic, so he can get some Balder rams in here as well. Nigam move it in. You do the same thing again. Oh no, he used the special on the building. Oh, that's sad. So sad. Still has a couple of one special in there. Nice micro there from Nigam, pulling the fire giant away from those priests. The heavy elephants coming in again. Nigam's economy is still very weak here, but he's still trying to get it started. But it's a sad time. It's currently going 2 villages and a dwarf at this point. Wait, no, sorry, 3 villages and a dwarf. So it should be coming back into gear very, very quickly. But Nigam just taking it slowly. It's not an easy way into Avely's bases at this point, but I mean, if he gets the economy going, he's okay. And I guess at this point, if you keep making axemen, those fire giants, keep destroying them. We see the houses going down over here. Very nice attack here from Nigam. These units gonna push in as well. As now Nigam's opened up this area to attack here. Nigam has opened this area up to attack, but we'll see where he's going to go. He can attack this town center with the fire giants if he wants to. He's going to engage this with his Heroes of Ragnarok. His economy is starting to look half decent. Has he got all his markets been sniped down? Oh, he's rebuilding it though. Just wondering if he started ox caravans as well. That's another way to get your economy going much quicker as well. You just start the ox caravans. You see the priests getting taken down in the back over here. Fire giant under attack. Let's see how this is all going to go. For Nigam, he's picking off these elephants nicely. His economy's still not quite there for him to really be taking massive trades here. See the fire giants pulling back. He's realizing he can't. Whoa! Look at the chemo trade route. The chemo trade route has begun. And you guys were wondering where chemo worked this one out from. Look at this. 14 gold a trip from this quarter. It's one screen length away, basically. One and a touch screen lengths away. Oh, it's a sad state of affairs being an Egyptian player. Is it not? Another longhouse coming up here for Nigam. The trade is looking good for him as well, but no coinage. No coinage. Longhouses coming up as well. Nigam gonna be moving forward here. He's still, I mean, he just needs to get up a hill fort and basically you could siege with ballista or portable rams pushing in. Maybe get some more frost giants to deal with these elephants a little bit easier. Look at the sad amount of damage the fire giant does with his special against the elephant. You see Nigam moving around this side. He's just happily getting the economy going, and it's looking good now. 25 food, 16 wood, 24 gold, plus some trade route as well. He's got 180 of 180 population. You see the axeman coming up to the top corner of the map. Going to be looking at taking down some of the trade route there. See the elephants going down. The heroes of Ragnarok pushing in to take the priests. Taking the priest to town. See the raven getting sniped over here as well. But the game is slow to a crawl as Nigam is not quite working out how to finish this one. We do see a hill fort coming up here for Nigam. His village is over on this wood line. There is no real safe wood here now for Avely either. So it may be, and we do see that Nigam has spotted that with his heroes of Ragnarok. If he sends the fire giant over here, we might see a villager barbecue. Come on, come over here. Come on. Imagine. Oh, I imagined. Oh, the hill fort coming up for Nigam. Champion elephant are out there though now. 742 HP. But with the heroes of Ragnarok, with the fire giant, and if necessary, frost giant come later, should be able to hold this position. Meanwhile, these axemen over here just been a little bit of a nuisance. He went Thoth, so they don't have any sort of bonus damage against buildings or anything. So they're kind of just a little, just chilling. They're just chilling. Now the hill fort is up. Nigam can start thinking about portable ram or ballista. He's going for the ballista. I do prefer portable rams here, especially with that relic. Just because, like, there's nothing really that can take it down easily apart from villagers. So if you just get a couple of them out and get cancel this fire giant, get the upgrade dwarven auger, and they just do tons of damage, train really quickly, and you can push in. We will be seeing the ballista going or maybe you could use them to take out priest, I guess, as an option. And Nigam's still full populations. He's still building villages. No, well, kind of is. He needs to stop villager production. He's got enough to sustain this, but he's getting his armory upgrades. Sorting this all out as Avely is just holding on. And remember, Avely can spam trade. He's got, well, not trade, spam mercs here. He's this trade route. He's got the Pharaoh empowering it. I just wish there was a touch better. It's so sad. It's probably better to go from this corner up to his hometown center, to be honest. 100%. No, it's not. See the villagers pushing in here for Avely. I'm not sure that's going to do all too much. The fire giants will be able to pick them off very quickly here, especially if they bunch up here. There's a special. Hey, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs, Emulsing H. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Into you.
All right. Throwing axemans, doing that thing. We do see a random dock somewhere. Oh, we are going to be seeing an attempted siege. Bareem coming in here. We see naval auxiliaries coming through. Siege ship's going to hit this town center. And Nigam, while he's pushing in, this takes a long time to push. So Avely will probably be able to set that all up there. As these fire giants pulling back. See those throwing axemen doing some good deeps here. And there's the champion elephants, making it very tough for Avely. And I'm not exactly sure why the throwing axe would be the unit of choice here for Avely. Where's his food gone? What's he spending it on? Oh, this is Avely. Nigam. Like, yeah, again, where's his food gone? I don't know what he's spending his food on. He's still making those ox caravans, which he should have cancelled here. But Nigam not really able to hold here very well at all. He's just got way too much population in villages and how's his economic upgrades looking? Maybe that's the problem. No, he's got good economic upgrades. Don't know, he's just not able to hold here. And Avely is mounting a comeback in this game. Avely is going to mount a comeback. These elephant are going to be very tough for Nigam to deal with. You're going to start seeing those watchtowers coming out. Now, watchtowers are very good against the elephants. You get chronolations, you get enough towers, and you can hold. But somehow, some way, Avely is managing to keep himself in this game. He's getting the catapult out, though. I think his initial idea of making these Oxy war barges to take this down is much, much better than the catapult sieging this location over here. And now Nigam's had the time. He's got these units up. He's still short a house. He's got nearly full iron. Just needs the iron mail and everything else. He's got full bronze, not bronze, full copper for Avely. So first tier of armor upgrades only. There's just so many throwing axemen here, but I don't understand why. They only deal 8 damage. They only deal 8 damage to these elephants. He's making some Ulfsark, which are decent. He's got Lone Wanderer out. The Ulfsark don't have a bonus against cavalry or anything, but they do have like at least high hack damage compared to the champion elephant's hack armor. Yeah, I've seen these Ballasts trying to take down the Migdol Stronghold, Burning Pitch, Architects, Winter Harvest now coming through for Nigam. That's going to shoot his food economy into the stratosphere. He's got so many gold villages, 38 gold villages sitting at 170 of 170 pop. Needs another house. He must have lost one somewhere along the lines. But at this point, Nigam just needs to grab all these villages and go for another Ragnarok, except without Ragnarok, you go for it with Ulfsark instead. So a villager Ragnarok, turning them into the Ulfsark. Hey, thank you for the tier 1 Bennett. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Now seeing these Ballast are going to try and take down the champion elephants over here. Doing some nice damage. But Avely kind of not pushing forward any longer. Where's these Oxy war barges are out, and they will sneak through, and they're going to start sieging down Nigam's town center here, as Nigam is not able to, he won't be able to stop this here, and he might not even notice it. A lot of the times in these situations, there's so much chaos going on in the game that you're not going to be able to notice it, and he does notice it there. I just went onto view lock, back into 2013 here for Nigam, seeing what he's looking at. Does get the dock started, but there is a cabinet already out. We've got now a barracks coming up on this location here. The Ulfsark coming over here to try and repair this one back up. You have to devote so much population to repairing this fast enough. The cabinet going to be able to prevent this dock from coming up. Potentially a dock over here would be the option, but still Nigam not able to push past these elephant here, as Avely is just holding on for days in this game. And now the town center will be falling. We'll see what Nigam's going to do with these Ulfsark here. How much gold he's got in the bank. Nigam's he's just hoarding gold. He's trying to make the cost of gold go up by not spending it. We make in classic supply-demand economics. If he holds on to the gold, maybe it'll be worth more. But we see the dock getting taken down. Avely's still going to be... Oh, he will be able to take down a house. This town center is going back up very quickly here. Meanwhile, we see the longhouses over here. Avely not paying attention. This might come back up. We are seeing some towers up on this location just to hold on to it, but not fast enough. The towers over here are up now for Nigam. That's going to prevent the elephants from doing all too much on this side of the map. We do have nearly 10 population. There's 8 population of units. I think it's 8 population. No, it's a little bit more. It is 10 population here. So 6, 8, 10. I thought for some reason the barges were only 2 population, but they're a little bit longer. And now we see another tower coming up here for Nigam. These elephants pushing in do take down 2 towers, but 2 towers for the cost of 3 elephants, definitely worth it. More towers coming up here. For Nigam, he's going to hold this location, try and push back over here. We do see the hill fort is up. The Ballasts are going to try and take this one down, but getting pushed back by the elephant. This is where you throw up a wall here if you can. The hill fort coming up as well. The Ballasts are actually really good counters to the siege ships as well, I think. They have a bonus against ships. Yeah, 200% bonus damage for ships, so dealing quite a bit of damage to them indeed. They do have 528 HP though, but it's 200% bonus plus you shoot a bunch of arrows at them. So we will be seeing that as the option here. And plus they have burning pitch, which gives them an extra crush damage. You can see that damage that they do once they start hitting. The cabinet will go down very fast. Everything will go down very fast here. So nice play from Nigam to realize how to deal with that easily here. So the town center coming back up, and the barge will get sniped. Town center gets denied, but now we can start to throw it up yet again. Needs to pay attention though, and there's only 1 dock for Avely, so not committing so hard to this. Meanwhile, these catapult taking down more buildings here as Nigam is just holding on here. Emulsing with the 1 extra gifted sub. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Big Dog Stronghold, very low HP here. Now these ballasts look like they're doing some nice work here. And this town center will probably come back up for Avely. And look, he's now got no villagers on gold. He is moving forward. This is looking like he has gone for his villager Ulfnarak. The villager Ulfnarak pushing in, going to take down a bunch of these units over here. The priests going down. Everything falling. We see the Ulfsarks just swarming this location. Really, really nice play. This is exactly what you need to do here. And there's just so much gold in the bank that he doesn't need those villagers anymore. And this location back up. Held it nicely. Now just throw up some towers, get a dock here, and just secure this spot. Meanwhile, these Ulfsark pushing off the wood line over here. We do see villagers over here now. And a Titan Gate coming up now for Nigam. Converting a bunch of villagers over here onto the Titan Gate in order to get that one up. Another real smart way to compete with other civilizations as Norse. If they go for a Titan, you can convert the Ulfsark or the villagers into Ulfsark to push yourself over the villager cap. Because they're going for the Titan, probably not going to be doing too much damage to you. We do see that Avely immediately starts beginning his own Titan here. It only takes himself a minute to get that one out. And we've seen it time and time again. So long as you start the Titan Gate before the enemy kind of gets their Titan going, then you're going to be completely fine. So you need to get that Titan Gate down, maybe in the back of the base here, and going to be in a decent position. And we see the Ballista taking down a building over here. The cabinet will get pushed off as well. And there's the barracks coming up for Avely in the middle of the map. I'm not exactly sure what that is about. But Avely's still trying to push through this position. But at this point, it's going to be potentially a Titan traded for Titan. And then we're back into a similar position, I guess. 4 town centers to 2 town centers. And we'll see. We'll see how this is going to go. We see a siege works in the middle of the game, of the map here from Avely. Catapult taking down a hill fort here. And the Fire Giants pushing in. There's the Titan Gate. Oh, it is very forward here. And see what's going to happen. A K Skags. Thank you so much for the Prime. Catch you online again. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out. You see these Fire Giants dealing with all of this stuff. Oh, and we hit the subscriber goal. I wonder what that means. All right, we've got the champion throwing axeman there, taking down those hill forts over here. Nice job by Nigam. Now we're seeing him moving up and around over onto this location here. Going to try and push through yet again. We see Avely at 140 of 140 population. Nigam 178 of 180 population here. You see these elephant going down nicely. Well played by Nigam to keep the pressure on here. So the Titan Gate going to be coming out a little bit quicker actually a lot quicker for Avely than for Nigam. He's got only 10 Ulfsark on this compared to what is it? Like 30 villages, 28 villages, 29 villages. Oh, 28 villages. Sorry. The villagers of Egypt going to be very strong, but we've got the Rams coming through. Balder Rams with the relic. Look at this damage. Look at this damage here. This Migdol stronghold is going to be taken down so quickly because of that relic. We finally see that one there. Look at us go. Pushing in with the Rams, the mercenary infantry coming out. We'll see. He's going to run straight for the Titan Gate, potentially trying to deny that one for as long as he possibly can, maybe. And we'll see if we can get in there and get some damage. The villagers get pulled off the Titan Gate here. I feel like you just have to kind of trade this here. He's pushing onto the Migdol stronghold. The Fire Giants slipping in here. They're going to be getting taken down by those priests, though. Meanwhile, over here, the elephants have done a lot of damage on this location. Does he have Valley of the Kings now? He does. These are absolutely huge units. We could probably see Avely sneak in and get a cheeky sneak attack onto this location. Meanwhile, we've got the war barge onto this location here. Going to be taking down some more buildings of Nigam, though I don't think there's really that much that's important. There is a house here, but I mean, this actually getting some archer ships on this location could disrupt the trade route pretty heavily. But the Titan in this game will come up. And funnily enough, Avely might want to consider just throwing up a wonder here. Throw up a wonder in the back of the base could be a way for him to actually win this game. This could be a way for him to win this game. We'll see how this is going. Catapult will take down the hill fort here. As Avely still preventing Nigam from being able to push him. We've got the Rams starting to pile up, though, for Nigam. We'll see what he's going to do with them. He's got 7 of them as the Titan comes out. These can do a good amount of damage, though, to the Titan. So they're not a bad unit to be using in defense of a Titan. Avely now pushing out, going to use his villagers to snipe down these portable Rams. Avely not really able to do all too much from that. You see the mercenary cavalry coming around this, not mercenary infantry coming around this side, and Nigam just says, "No, I'm coming around the other side." Moving down here, going to try and take down the Migdol stronghold here and see what he can do. We've almost got this Titan out now for Nigam, as the Titan for Avely going to come straight at this town center. These portable Rams chilling on this location here. As we see Avely going to take down the towers and take down the town center after that. We'll see if Nigam can slow him down at all at just a little damage that he does to the portable Rams, though. So you can just use that on this. We will see the Titan getting taken down. We've got the Rams pushing forward, and they might find the markets here, so we could try and take that down. Nigam with 10,000 gold in the bank. It's a sad state, to say at the very least. But the Fire Giant is out. These priests here will get taken down. Fire Giant does a decent amount of damage to the Titan as well, as everything else getting built here. We see some Hersir getting built. Very rarely we see Hersir being built in the game past, say, like the 6-minute mark for Odin, especially a Freya Odin. Wait, do we still have... Oh, he did use the Forest Fire. I just don't know where he used it or when he used it. I think I missed it or don't remember. And now we see the town center going down over here. And these Hersir are going to try and take the Titan down. Look how much HP it's got left. This means that the Norse Titan going to come over here and trade 5,000 HP and still have 2,000 HP remaining. 2,000 HP remaining if he were to fight in a kind of one-on-one fight at this point, which means a lot... Wait. How'd the town center die? Did we see a ram raid there? What a ram raid. I missed it, but I think... Maybe Avely missed it as well? Question mark? Wait. No, he gets the town center back up very quickly. It doesn't matter. Let's just pretend like that didn't happen. And meanwhile, we do have a side build coming in for Nigam. Wait, Dementia. I think... I watched... Yeah, Dementia. Okay. Goldfish Boy, sorry. Brain not working. Lol. Okay, time going to time here. We got the big Titan fight to finish the game off. I want to hide. God. Send help. Send help. We do see the Titan going to win this fight here with about 2,000 HP remaining. That's easily going to take this town center down. And meanwhile, we see more buildings falling over here. The dock was cleaned up over here. We've got some another side build coming through for Avely onto this location. The Pentacontas are out, or Ramming Galleys, I should say, are out taking down the dock. But while this is all going on, the town center will get picked off here. Even though the priests are out, going to do a good amount of damage to the Titan. They take it down fairly quickly, but more units will come through for Nigam. He's sitting at 155 of 180 population. He just kind of needs to flood at this point into this location, chuck down the towers, and he should be able to finish this game off. Now the trade is completely stopped. How much gold does Avely have? He's got no gold in the bank remaining. And this town center is just going to keep getting taken out. Where's Nigam's units? Is pushing in with the Rams onto this location over here, going after it, going to be taking it down very quickly. We see houses getting picked off on this location. We see more Herser popping out here. Hey, Nigam, build some units, my dude. Build some units. Don't let the town center go back up. The camel caravan's back over on this location, and the town center does come up, but Nigam does take down the hometown center of Avely. Avely on 0 town centers here as Nigam is trying to put the nail in the coffin. The fire giant going to be helping prevent this one from going. There's a baluster here. If he gets the baluster into a target this, it will not go up, but he doesn't. We see the fortified town center back up now for Avely. That means the trade route gets to start again. The Titan gets taken down. The portable Rams taking down these armories here, but Avely out of gold for the time being. 500 gold in the bank here for the time being. All of these camel caravans need to be queued up onto this town center again as the portable Rams now trying to take down the fortified town center for the second time, because I totally remember the town center going down the first time. Oh, dearie me. And we see that one has been picked off, and Avely taps out in 52 minutes and 25 seconds of game time here, and Nigam gets the win. What a game here by Nigam and Avely. Avely able to hold on for so ridiculously long here. There was a point where it looked like Avely was pushing back, but the Ragnarok did a lot of damage to Avely, forced him into his base. Then Avely was able to take this town center down with some siege ships and some nice defense, though I think that might have been a little bit from Nigam's poor macro after the Ragnarok, still building units when you want to just build villages in that stage of the game. But what a good game here. The Balder Rams coming in clutch, utilizing this relic to really help them get that huge amount of damage onto town centers. Super good relic in this game. And man, what an insane one to watch there. Well played to Nigam. If you're out there watching these videos or this video, I hope you enjoyed it. And for everyone else, well, let's check out the postgame. I want to see something here. I want to see something. Military units, and where was it? Where was it? It was like Avely. Was it at this location here? This is 21 units, and this is a special ability in 1 second of units dying. It doesn't quite show it as it happened, but it went from 21 units, military units, down to 7 military units in 1 damage. That was possibly the highlight of the of my entire Age of Mythology shoutcasting shenanigans that I've ever seen. That was absolutely wild. Resource total, just Avely in front for the entire game. That's insane. I mean, obviously Avely in front because of the Ragnarok was a thing and there's big dip happens, but at this point Nigam does overtake that, and that's having so much gold in the bank for Nigam as well. But military, obviously, heavily favoring Nigam. 529 killed to Avely's 452 killed. So that very good there. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you did like it, and leave a comment if you have something to say. And I'll see you guys in the next game.